Brandy Literature Festival, it is, 2 months away, but already you're preparing. This is your sweet spot, isn't it?
It is. This is my World Cup. I was down at the sort of heritage area in Shindiga yesterday, down at the International Writers' Centre that's part of the whole Emirates Literature Foundation and the festival that goes on down there. Getting ready for the festival next month, because a number of people from here are going to be moderating. Sally Moose is going to be moderating. I think Georgia Tolley is as well. I am very excited about it. And just having a look at the schedule, going through some moderation training and picking up the books for the people that we're going to be moderating.
Did they have you lying on the floor with the curtains drawn?
No, what have you been doing?
That's what I did. Like, when I was there about 3 years ago, when they were training to be a moderator, they closed the curtains and got me lying on the floor. You dodged that bullet.
That was just for you, Rich. No, the rest
sure
of
they
us
didn't think you were Tom Urquhart or somebody.
I have no idea what was going through their or my mind. But go on, tell me what you were doing.
To be honest, we were just finding out more about the authors that we were going to be looking after and getting ready as much as we can to prepare for the sessions that we're going to be hosting.
Ooh, miss. Who are you looking after?
I am going to be hosting, interestingly, a really well-known children's author called Francesca Simon. If you've ever heard of the Horrid Henry series...
I have.
I assumed that you would have. She has written those, and she has a new series, a Nordic series, that I'm going to be talking to her about.
Nordic noir for children, or what?
Nordic noir for children.
Oh, no.
No, it's about sort of the Nordic gods, and it's anyway, it's a new series that has just come out. Horrid Henry, of course, was huge, and there's been like a television series off the back of it and all the rest of it. So, but also just having a look at who is coming this year and putting together, because the schedule's online, and you can go online and sort of figure out what you're going to be doing over the weekends. Some awesome people coming. Really excited, particularly. Actually, there's about 4 or 5 I'm really excited about. But Ashley Vance, who is the Elon Musk biographer.
Oh, you're going to have to fight Vasti for the ticket to that one, aren't you?
Which is great. Do you know what? I've actually met Ashley Vance in 1998, 1999. Ashley Vance and I were both working for different arms of IDG, and we spent a very long evening. It's a magazine publisher that looks after computer publishing.
In the UK?
No, around the world. I was working for them here. He was working for them in San Francisco. And we spent a night running around the Tenderloin district in San Francisco.
Nice bloke?
Yeah, really good bloke. Really good bloke. That was just when he was a humble tech reporter. Now he is the author of, what's considered to be the best biography of last year.
You still in touch with
the
him?
Elon Musk book.
Still in touch with him?
No, not at all. We're talking about sort of 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
But it will be good to catch up. That's a good. You could pull some Wasta and get him on the business breakfast, I think.
I am putting in a request. I was speaking to some of the PR guys yesterday. The other one I'm really excited about is Frank Gardner, the BBC security correspondent, who's written a novel, a thriller. In fact, he's got a second thriller coming out imminently.
He's been quite prolific. It was dreadful what happened to him in Saudi Arabia, and he suffered significant injuries in an attack, didn't he? But I have to say, he's absolutely made the best of it and really reinvented himself since then, hasn't he? Not only as a journalist, which he always was, but as much more than that, as a commentator and now as a fiction author.
Absolutely. In fact, I follow him on Twitter, and I was looking at his tweets just a couple of days ago, and he was at Mont Blanc.
That's impressive.
It was.
Because he's in a wheelchair, isn't he?
Yes. I was just thinking, wow, what are you doing? He's still like the president of the UK Ski Club, I think.
And his Arabic is as good as I've ever heard from a British person. It is not just fluent, but the subtle nuances. Close your eyes, and you would not believe that this is a bloke from the UK. This is a gentleman for whom this region is absolutely in the veins, isn't it? In the bones.
It's funny because of what's happened to him. Everything that he says, every story that he tells, carries more weight somehow.
Yeah, it feels... exactly. I would agree with that.
So that'll be fantastic to listen to. Do you know? Are you moderating him?
No, I'm not. I wish I was.
Yeah.
But it's just those are just some of my.
An accident can happen to the current moderator. If you'd like me to arrange that for you,
Malcolm.
That's the Literature Festival. Tickets go on sale. There's a countdown on the website. Actually, tickets on sale in 2 days, 12 hours and 36 minutes time. So if you want to get tickets, because some of the people
that is for friends of the festival, though.
Is it?
I think for general release, I think they go on sale on about the 16th.
Okay.
But you can become a friend of the festival. You go online, you register, a couple of $100 dirhams, I think. You get priority seating and all the rest of it.
I've just been sort of amazed at how well it's done as a sort of new festival that came in, I don't know, when was it, about 10 years ago? Something like that.
About that, yeah.
About that, and everyone thought, oh, yeah, literary festival here, but it's just done so well. And one of the things that all the authors I've spoken to that have been there have said that they like the fact that the average public get access to them, and they get access to all the sort of side sessions where they get a lot of feedback and criticism and things, and they've really enjoyed it coming here. And I think that's the thing. They say a lot of the sort of festivals they go to elsewhere, it's a little bit about doing things by rote. You come in, you do your speech, and you go out again, and that's it. Here it's much more involved.
Yeah, years ago I moderated Barry Cunningham, who's the man who sort of discovered J.K. Rowling after she'd been turned down by, 30-odd publishing houses. He was the one who picked up Harry Potter out of the slush pile and said, we're going to publish this. And the rest is history. And he must have stood in the hallway after he gave his packed-out session for nearly an hour, I think, talking to people who wanted to shove manuscripts at him and talk to him about more about Harry Potter. It's just absolutely fantastic bloke. Time for everybody. I was really amazed.
How's your book going, Brandy, by the way?
I'm
Talking to
awesome.
literature.
It's 2 chapters into book 2. Book 1 is now being sent out to other publishers.
Right.
Other publishers. Didn't you have it? So you won a prize, didn't you?
I did win a prize, and I had an exclusivity period with the publisher. They've gone a bit quiet, actually, so I'm just getting ready to send it out elsewhere.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I mean, we still think you're going to be famous during the tenure of the Business Breakfast, right?
That could be 50 years.